Hello all, welcome back. So in the previous video you have seen our trip from Chennai to Gendikota, the beautiful roads and the fort in Gendikota in Andhra Pradesh, and then from Gendikota to the magnificent architecture that is there in the Thadipatri, the beautiful temples of Thadipatri, and also then the natural wonder of Belum caves. Today we are continuing our journey from Belum caves to one more natural wonder and also a place of religious significance, which is the Yaganti cave and temple. If you have not seen our previous videos, do take a look and let us now dive into the trip to Yaganti caves. While the journey so far has been through some beautiful roads and some decent roads, this road from Belum caves to Yaganti temple is a different story altogether. Not surprising, there are a lot of stone industries which then need transportation of cut stones and waste, and you can see all these trucks transporting material along this road, back and forth, trucks and tractors. So while the road itself was not very pleasant to ride on, it was an interesting experience still, because we have heard about Kadapa stones for a long time and never imagined that we will ride through this area of Kadapa stones. I also never imagined that this Kadapa stone industry is so spread out, so wide, and is so big. So learned something new. So what you see on either side of the road are the places where stones are mined and then cut and the waste is disposed, and you can see all these trucks and lorries going, transporting either cut slabs or waste maybe to be disposed. So no surprise that the roads are not very good. Progress was slow, even though the distance from Belum caves to Yaganti temple is just about 45 kilometers. It took us more than an hour to cover the distance because of the road. But once this stretch of road was over, then the ride became pleasant again, with greenery on either side. We saw this place on the way. There were people standing and then going to that bungalow that you see over there, and we understood later it is called the Nawab's bungalow, where a lot of Telugu films were shot, and hence a kind of a landmark which people recognize and then come to see. We decided to skip because we were in a little bit of hurry to reach the temple and then return back before it is night. So we continued our journey. As you have seen, the road has become a 2-lane road now. We took a turn from the highway to go to the Yaganti cave and temple. So the road was decent and good to ride on, with greenery on either side. It was actually quite pleasant, and it is just about noon now. Just after noon now, we had lunch at Belum caves, and this part of the country is supposed to be a little warm, but with this greenery on either side, it was actually quite pleasant. You can see the landscape changing again, with small hillocks and stone hillocks similar to what we were seeing in Gendikota. And Yaganti caves is actually a cave in a hillock, multiple caves actually in a hillock or a hilly area. So that's the area we are driving to. And there wasn't much traffic along this route. Little isolated, but pleasant to drive through, with greenery on either side. And there was this one car ahead of us that we were following, probably going to Yaganti caves. And till we reached there, never realized this place is such a famous, well-known, and also a crowded temple. Never could imagine by seeing the traffic to this through this road. The reason for the greenery on either side is because there is a dam called Oak Dam, O-W-K, Oak Dam, and this area is cultivated by water from that dam, and hence the reason for all this greenery. And by the way, this is the last leg of our journey from Chennai to Andhra Pradesh, having visited Gandikota, 30x3 temples, Belum caves, and today Yaganti. We'll return back to Chennai. Hope you enjoyed our videos. Alright, we have reached Yaganti, and as I mentioned before, did not imagine there will be so much crowd looking at the traffic on the road, and also being noon time now. And there was this barricade that was put in place to prevent cars from further going inside, and to maybe to facilitate parking. But being on a two-wheeler, we could go further down the road and then park the vehicle closer to the temple. A little bit of a walk for the people who have parked their cars and going to temple. Not very far, but not very near either. And then on the way to temple itself, there is a little bit of walking to do. And we were fortunate enough to get inside and then go directly and park our vehicle near the temple. So we were looking for a convenient and maybe a place with a shade to park our bike, and this is the only shade that we could find to park our bike. So this is where we parked our bike. By the way, this is a Shiva temple, and as we enter on the left hand side, this is the tank, or the temple tank, which is filled with natural spring water coming from the hills. Stone slabs can be a little hot at noon, so that green carpet helped as we walk little ahead to the temple. So this is the way to the temple, and there was this announcement going on continuously, and we did not understand anything. The announcement was in only Telugu. Did not pay much attention, and then we walked straight ahead to the temple. Understood what the announcement was only when we tried to get into the temple, and there was a person sitting there asking for a ticket to get into the temple. First time we are seeing a ticket needed to get into the temple, and that was an announcement. But fortunately for us, the person understood that we are not, locals, and then asked us to put a small thing in the hundi, and then asked us to walk in. So that was the story. You can see a glimpse of the cave from here. Do you see? We'll come to that a little later. As you walk in further, you see this stream flowing in from the hills again inside the temple. The other thing that people come to see here is this Nandi. Legend goes that this Nandi has been growing in size over a period of time. Initially it was small, and it has become big over a period of time, and then they had to relocate one of the pillars to accommodate the growing Nandi. We finished visiting the temple. Didn't want to take video. We'll show you the caves now. And this is the cave. Actually, there are three caves, and this is one of the cave, the most prominent and visible cave, and there are two or three more caves that one can visit. The climb is steep, but worth a climb to see how it is at the top. This kind of a cave temple is completely new to us, so completely enjoyed seeing this. We end this video and the Andhra Pradesh series here. Hope you enjoyed. Leave you with this parting shot of the Yaganti cave. We will come back again soon with a new video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.